Welcome to another episode of Mask Off. It's your boy Conspiracy, brother, and you know I've been conspiring. I've been conspiring this whole episode on my own, my brothers and sisters. Because today is Juneteenth, brothers. Yes, so I came to hijack the top of the show because these brothers just don't know what Juneteenth is, my brother. Now, I came with a little history lesson. You know, that's his story. Now, what? Okay, I got this. Anyways, now, Juneteenth, as many of you all ignorant people don't know with your eyes closed, that Juneteenth was actually originated from my great grandfather. Yes, indeed it was. I heard me great grandfather invented Juneteenth. Because he wanted a way to represent our freedom. Yes, he did.
Did we go live? Is this live already?
Excuse me, silence. I am in the middle of my history lesson, brother. Brother Daniel.
Conspiracy, brother.
Look, don't worry. Don't even worry or try to configure a way of how I got on this live before you did, brother.
Hey,
that's none of your their concern.
Like you hacked the account or something?
Don't worry, my ways, I have them. You see those voices? Do you see those voices, brother?
No,
brother Jake, how you doing?
That's
Happy
Jake,
Juneteenth, brother.
Yeah, happy Juneteenth, man. And I don't see the voices you talking about.
Oh, that's because your eyes closed, brother.
They wide fucking open, bro.
Hold on.
No, brother. I'm not talking about that eye. I'm not talking about that eye, brother. I'm talking about that one that's somewhere else. Okay, I got this. Now, like I was saying, my great grandfather, he was one that invented this great holiday that we celebrate called Juneteenth, my brother.
How did he invent? It's not even that type of holiday.
How is it not that? Do you know your history, my brother?
When was
the last time you picked up a history
How can
book?
like one man just invent like some slaves got free like in the South? Like that doesn't even make sense, dude.
Do you know who my great grandfather is, brother?
How many greats is your grandfather? Because you change the greats every time you say it.
And it wasn't that far back. To tell you the truth, it's like two greats.
Are y'all accusing me of lying?
Yes,
that's exactly what we doing.
My great grandfather, they call him Conspire the Esquire. That was his name.
See, that was a few greats short that time. See, I don't believe you, man. Like,
because he heard me correct him, so he tried to change it up on us.
I like that name though, Conspire. What's it? What is it again?
Conspire Esquire. That was his name. Look it up, brother. It's there on Wikipedia. That website that the white people tell you to go to. That's what it's on. You'll find it there. Okay, I got this. All right,
conspiracy brother.
Okay, conspiracy brother. We got
the next thing that I want to explain to y'all.
We gotta go, bro.
To you.
We got to
excuse me. Silence, brothers. I want to explain to y'all one more thing. One more point. All right. Now, if you ain't find a way to celebrate Juneteenth, then how can you appreciate your black skin, brother? Huh?
Okay.
Y'all silent. Nah, I didn't see any of y'all celebrating in any kind of way that I could say that this was a good day today.
I'm actually afraid to respond.
Like he was going to say a good day.
Start yelling at you, bro.
I don't know why you even like questioning our blackness right now. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
man,
what is this?
Do
you know who I am? I am the grandson of the great Conspire the Esquire.
No, you're the great grandson or whatever great you is. That's what you is.
I have the right to question y'all blackness all I want to. Okay. Now, if I want to check in on y'all blackness, I can do that.
All right. That's enough of him, man.
All right.
5 minutes in.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what that was. Anyway, what up, dog? Everybody, what's up? Welcome to episode 9 of Mask Off. Freedom ain't free. You know what I'm saying? It's happy Juneteenth for everybody. Like I said, this is a Mask Off, the show, the home with the homies. We talking about shit that's on our minds, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And we kicking it. You know, I'm a host, Mask Off, Jake. You know what I'm saying, hosting this week. To my, you know what I'm saying, to my left or right, I don't know because it's computer, but next to me is
we've been doing this for now weeks.
On the ones and twos. I don't know, man. Fuck. So on my right, on the, I don't know, man.
It's not.
Yeah, there you go. That way. That way.
Yes.
That is our producer and on the ones and twos, Mask Off Dan. What up, man? What's good?
Hey guys, I'm all right now. I don't know how he like hacked the StreamYard on me like that, but
I don't know, man.
I think we're good.
We gotta control that more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got Mask Off Big Tone in the building. What's up, baby?
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Episode 9. Let's get it cracking.
Word. You good, man?
I'm good, baby. I'm good. I don't know. I'm checking out what's going on. We got some people saying it's not on YouTube, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. I'm checking with my tech guy, see what the deal is. That pesky conspiracy brother. He had.
I'm blaming conspiracy brother.
I blame conspiracy brother either. Speaking of conspiracy brother, yeah, this dude who looked a lot like you, Malachi. He hijacked the show. His name's Conspiracy Brother.
Dang. I come late one show and that's what happened. Y'all listen to my hack in. That's crazy.
Right, first of all, you came in late, Malachi. So let's talk about that.
I feel about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right, it's Juneteenth. I was celebrating. You feel me?
Well, you know what I feel about that schedule, bro. I'm real precise about that schedule.
You're right, Tom. I'm gonna tighten up.
Yeah,
how y'all feeling?
Yeah,
we good, baby boy. Good to see you.
We're good now.
You good? Yeah, we good now.
Too, oh, yeah, I'm feeling good too.
Conspiracy brother really does look like you though. Like he really does.
A lot like you. Yeah.
I don't see it. I be rewatching episodes and I don't see it. Like this brother just pop in. I don't know who he is.
I don't know, man. Maybe he got a vein popping on his forehead and you don't. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. But look,
that might be what it is.
But look, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, episode 9, this is Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Hope everybody out there celebrating. If you don't know what Juneteenth is, Juneteenth is considered Freedom Day, the Black 4th of July, the official day of the real Independence Day of America. People think it's 4th of July when it really ain't, because you know what I'm saying, back in the day, our black asses wouldn't be free. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So June 19th, 1865 is the real Freedom Day. That is when the Civil War ended, and that is when the slaves were officially free. So I'm gonna throw it to my homie Dan to speak on Juneteenth for us.
Yeah, man. This Juneteenth might have been the weirdest Juneteenth that I've had already. So it's just seeing it like across the U.S. and all this is just odd, because most of the time, like, Juneteenth for years has been this very obscure holiday that like some black folks knew, like that the really woke ones knew about, that they like constantly posted about it, like each year, like they constantly posted about it. Yeah, and like don't forget about it and all that stuff. But it's mostly inside the South. Like they're the ones that are constantly they really like host like full like blown out events about it and things like that. That they host parties and all that stuff. So like they've been working on that for like years. So I've been seeing a lot about Juneteenth there, and so I'll just want to talk about it too for some context. My dad is like a Black history geek. There's like the folks that have like that really like the Civil War and like World War II, like those type of guys. He's the exact same way with this stuff. So it's like constantly. So for years, it's just been like he just constantly talked about this stuff to the point where it got on my nerves. So like truthfully, and so each year we like we went to the Charles H. Wright, which is like downtown town here, where like most of the time they put on some type of live event for Juneteenth and for like Kwanzaa and all that stuff too. But it's there to it's for the time when the Union soldiers finally got to the last state of Texas and told those slaves that they were free. So it's like that is the exact time, and like that was the last state that they went to. That was the last state that those and they finally told those folks. So it's so at one point it is like this great thing about this great day of being free and like this stuff, but it's like there's a lot of complexities there too, where one Lincoln technically like freed the slaves in the South 2 years before this, so like they were for that whole gap there, they were free, but like they were still enslaved there too, and then it's just constantly working there, and then the North won the war, and it was still months from when they won it to they finally told this group there, and it's called Juneteenth mostly because like it happened within those days there. So like from June 13th through the 19th, and it was just the Union soldiers went from town to town, finally letting these folks know that they were free. But then it's like, were they really free? Because then they still hadn't passed the 13th at what, Tony?
No, go ahead. I just had a thought. Like, I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm like, that's crazy. That's like you working a job, and then you didn't find out that you got fired till like 2 years after the fact, and you're like, fired? I'm fired.
Yeah. So it's like you're glad that like, all right, yeah, they're free, but it's like, yo, that is really fucked up that they just found out about this. And it's so like once you like constantly like think about that, it just constantly kind of just fucks with your mind there. There's like one like side fact too of like, so like once the South lost, there are like some folks that like moved from the South and they moved to Brazil because that stuff was still like they could still have slaves there, and they just took their whole group of slaves and moved it down there and lived there until they ended slavery, which was like I don't know how long. So just thinking about that, where like these people, they want this war and these slaves are finally free, and then this guy decides to move and just keep them enslaved, and it's just that constantly. So like it's like, what is free? it just constantly messes with your mind, and like this kind of like pops up inside my mind each year that like this whole Juneteenth comes around and all that.
Wow, that's kind of fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know. Yeah, they didn't know they was free for a minute. They were still like enslaved. They still working for a good minute. That kind of reminds me of, I mean, this is not even close to an example. I'm saying anyway, how they did this girl dirty at Kroger I was working at when she worked on night crew. I was working on night crew too, and they was gonna fire her when she came in, but the night manager told the store manager like, no, don't fire her. We need her. Keep her tonight, and then fire her when we get off at. Fire when we get off in the morning.
I've
like,
had that happen to me.
It is, man.
And it's a bad feeling too, because there's so much anxiety with you thinking, well, why everybody looking at me funny? You know what I mean? And you know when it's a vibe, you know what I mean? I've been through that before. You know what I'm saying? So, to kind of follow up, I'm gonna go to the chat. I got Katie Jones in the chat. Shout out to Katie Jones. She's saying they were killing the messengers off. So that's part of the reason why a lot of the information didn't get to the people that need to know that, hey, look, we allegedly free here. So shout out to Katie Jones with that information in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Katie Jones, what up, though?
Good knowledge. Yeah, but that is crazy though. Like 2 years, and honestly, where was that the last of them after that 2 years? You know what I'm saying? Because the law been passed. So
yeah.
I'm saying
exactly. Yeah, and it's just like you're constantly. Yeah, it's just the fact that they kept trying to just keep them enslaved for all that time, and it's just like how sick can you be? Like let them go. Like you lost the war. Like I mean, but of course you kind of see. I mean, they still think that way, really. But it's yeah, it's a complex thing that where it is freedom, but is it really freedom? right.
Nah. And you can see, like, and even today, we're not really.
Even today,
like we're kind of still enslaved in the system, and like all the bullshit that we hold in value. Really, are we really free? Is anybody really free? Not really. But
exactly.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? We keep things moving, and we're gonna move to my homie Big Tone with his YouTube findings. You know what I'm saying? Tone, what up, though?
Normally, I would be on YouTube and I would be going through things that I like as far as tech wise, but today, my peoples, I want to do something different. I want to acknowledge some Black girl magic. And with that being said, I want to look at a certain young lady. She had a situation where these neo-Nazi people was harassing her, and she fought back and sued them, and she was able to be granted monies and awarded monies for stress and post-traumatic stress that came along with it. Run a clip.
America, but one brave young woman is fighting back. After white supremacists targeted the first African-American female student body president of American University, making her life a living hell, she took them to court and won. CNN Sarah Seidner has the story. Sarah?
This is the first time Taylor Dumpson has sat down and done a television interview after suing and winning her case against the people who were tormenting her online. She actually sat down face to face with one of them and received an apology. Taylor Dumpson's life changed forever within hours of becoming an American first.
Taylor Dumpson!
Dumpson went from being elected American University's first Black female student body president in its 125-year history to being plunged into a world of hate.
I was on my way to campus. I was wearing an AK jacket, and I ended up having to take it off because the hate crime literally had the letters of the sorority on the bananas. And so me wearing that button down that I had just gotten was me walking around with a target on my back.
A still unidentified person committed the on-campus hate crime, stringing up bananas with nooses with the initials of the historically Black sorority Dumpson belongs to and other racist messages. Days later, she was under attack online by neo-Nazis, spurred on by Andrew Anglin, the creator of one of the most prolific neo-Nazi websites.
He told his many, many followers to basically go get her.
A hate-filled feeding frenzy began when the website published her name, photo, contact information, and social media accounts. The Anti-Defamation League was the first to warn Dumpson. They emailed saying she had become a national target for hatred.
I was alone, home alone. The first thing I did was I closed my blinds. I locked all the doors. I turned all of the lights out. And in the way that people tell you when it's a hurricane or a tornado warning, to hide in a hallway and get small and you crouch down, that's what I did. I rocked in fetal position, sobbing and crying, and to the point where I had to take a screenshot of the email and send it to my mom and dad because I couldn't talk.
After
Shout out to her. That's all I gotta say. Black girl magic at its finest. Yeah. So, Miss Dumpson, I salute you. You get the mask off seal of approval, baby. Boom.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to say today. I don't really got no tech. We doing major things here today. We celebrating Juneteenth. So I'm gonna send it back to my man Jake. What's up, baby?
What's up? What up, though, man? Thank you, Tony, for that. Shout out to her, Black Girl Magic. Don't let nobody hold you back, racism, anything. Fight that shit because it's bullshit and it shouldn't be going on. I'm gonna keep it even more, keep the positivity going and send it down to my my homie Malachi for the motivational minute.
What it do, people? Happy Juneteenth. Today's motivational minute is actually about slavery, but a different type of kind, almost to what Jake alluded to earlier. That mental slavery. That's what I'm on today. You got to free your mind, people. This goes for everybody. When your mind is enslaved, and you could be enslaved to a multitude of things. It could be something bad that's destroying you mentally, something like wasting time, procrastination, whatever your vice is, whatever that's getting you off track, you could be a slave to that. And if it's not moving you forward, it's holding you back. And that's just a chain on your life. In order to really be liberated, you got to break those chains. And it takes a precise hammer, which is the opposite of whatever that vice is, to get you out of that so you can be free, so you can move forward and be the best self that you can be. So happy Juneteenth and free yourself. Love y'all.
Sounds good.
Word.
Malachi.
Word. Thank you, Malachi. Hey, how long was that? How long was that?
I forgot to keep
got time
count, but it did sound good though.
It does.
It sounds like I'm giving my young boy a minute. My young boy get a minute on that. That's what I'm talking about.
He get a minute.
My young boy, he hit the minute on that one. I don't know if it was real, if it was over. I don't know if it was short. My young boy get the minute on that one.
Malachi, you will want to like as far as like a younger person go, you want the most like level-headed motherfuckers. I know, man. Like always dropping some like got infinite jewels on them all the time. I need to get a poster like you and just write every fucking thing you say on the damn poster on like a gold list and shit, man. So yeah, man, that's real shit. Like break those mental chains, man. We can't. That's the only way we gonna really get free. That's the only way we're gonna really taste that freedom. So thank you, Malachi, for that. We're gonna keep it moving. Some couple things we want to discuss. First, one thing, we right now, like we're protesting and marching for Black lives. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of Black people are getting killed by police. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like no one cares. And you would think that our country or leaders or whatever, they'll wake up as like, okay, we hear them, but we still got this shit going on. Even as we protesting, this shit is still happening. You know what I'm saying? We got Rayshard Brooks, who was killed by Atlanta police, and then we also have Robert Fuller, who was found lynched, which was scary as fuck. Like we still doing that? We still lynching? We still lynching people? Like what the fuck? I don't know, man. Like, just shit that shit speechless. Bob, Tony. Go ahead.
I want to talk about this, man. Like, I want to go with these lynches. Like, it's not just been one lynching. It's been, three men and one woman so far since all this stuff that's been going on. And it's been happening in like small areas, not lit areas. You know what I'm saying? And it's been happening, so it's becoming a pattern. You know what I mean? And just like these situations with these police, it's becoming a pattern, an old but new pattern that's occurring. And they were listed as suicides, but now federal agents are getting involved in it. So they're looking at how can you say this is suicide on a local level when we're looking at it closely, because it's becoming a pattern. As far as this Rayshard Brooks situation, man, it's very unfortunate, man. I had a conversation with a lady the other day, like over Facebook, actually over my cousin's Facebook page, and he and she was white, and everybody got their views and opinions about cops and what he did and what he did do. Let's just say one thing to make this clear: the cop spoke to this man for like 45 minutes. During that time, he complied with everything in which he was supposed to comply with. One of the things the cops did not do was tell him, hey, look, we're going to take you in. They did not notify him that, hey, look, you're going in tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he was caught sleeping in the parking lot. Yes, he was intoxicated. Yes, he pulled over. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there was alternatives that could have happened. Unfortunately, those cops did not use discretion in which they should have used to be effective police officers. And that's my thing, man. Like, yo, it's okay if you're an officer, you know what I'm saying? But if you use discretion on the job, you have the entitlement to do so. I don't have the discretion you have. You know what I'm saying? So many options. The sister lived around the corner. He said, "Man, my sister's standing around the corner. Can you just drop me off over there?" Or several things you could have told the man car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You could have helped him get to a sister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was two of them. So one of them could have drove the car and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when you start talking about community policing, you know what I'm saying? You have to look at how the circumstances involved in this case alone, brings up the fact that they could have did several different other things other than the end result leading to a damn another death. And one more thing before I go, I want to mention how people keep talking about he pointed the taser at him as he was running away. To my dispute about that is he pointed a taser. He didn't point a gun at him. So from what I understand, you administer the same amount of force. You know what I'm saying? You don't go from a taser to a gun. You know what I'm saying? And what's wrong with you running? It seemed like to me he didn't even want to fucking chase him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So quick thing, you know what? Boom, boom. Now you dead. And that's what I'm saying. So if it comes down to that, this perpetuates every stereotype in which is being said about every cop out there that is white. That's what it's doing.
It's not the cop's job to decide who lives and dies. Like there have been hundreds of people who talk to cops when they're drunk, when they're driving drunk, when they get stopped like drunk and all that stuff. They had a whole show, Cops, for years that just dealt with that. Like and none of those folks got shot and killed. So it's like you don't have to. And this kind of goes back into like what this whole perfect victim stuff. Like, oh, he like he had to be completely right. Like he doesn't have to be. Like this stuff is complex. Like yes, there were crimes that needed to be needed to be worked through, but working through them is not taking your trying to kill the man. So again, this goes back to that whole the whole cop stuff, and it's just like we got to completely change that system. And as far as the lynchings and stuff too, that is the saddest, like that is the horror part of the fight for this stuff. Like now, once you have like these big protests and like you make these progresses, this stuff, like this backlash starts to occur. Like in 2014, like when they had the Mike Brown protests and the Ferguson protests and all that, like once they fought that, like a lot of the people that led those protests, like they for the next year and a half, like they just constantly found those people dead in their cars. Cars were burnt up. Just dead in their cars, shot, and their cars were burnt up. And it was just like constantly people who like there was one person that happened to, and he was the person inside a picture that won a Pulitzer Prize. So like this white guy took this picture of this protester. He wins this award, and then the guy inside that picture be like ends up dead inside his car, and the car is burned. So it's this is that next phase of part of the fight, and it is one of the worst.
Also, you know what's crazy too? Like the brother of, I believe it was Robert Fuller, the brother of him was in some weird standoff, domestic dispute standoff, and he gets killed. Strangely, all these stories be odd and strange. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it's always
it's a lot of things that make you go, what the fuck is going on? If you stand up and voice, your day is numbered. You know what I mean? So I just want to bring that to light, man. Like it's a lot of people that are really passing away on some other shit. But what I do like, these people standing up, they ain't doing no shit like they in front of the media and going, well, you know, all Black Lives Matter. We need to hold hands, and y'all got the check, right? Oops, my bad, y'all. Well, I'm glad they ain't doing that type of thing because it's a lot of that shoe shining going on, and it needs to stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. They stay strong, but stay safe too.
Definitely stay safe.
Scary.
Yeah. Malachi, you got anything? Any thoughts on
Yeah,
it, man?
I just say, just like my dad always say, something in the milk ain't clean. You know what I'm saying? It's something deeper than rap with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the lynching specifically, because that's just out of hand. They trying to, come on now, like we passed that. We trying to progress past that, and we going back to that. That really is disgusting. And they got to do something about that. And that's you right. They don't like when you step out. They don't like when you speak out. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that these rumblings are occurring, these underlining, undercover racists and white supremacists and KKK members are getting riled up again. You know what I'm saying? They think they think, oh, it's time to try to do something again. No, it's not that time. And that's why we need to keep the conversation going and keep this in their face so we can drown out the noise.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Thank you, Malachi. Thanks, guys. We're gonna move on from that, and we're gonna introduce our very first guest on our show, y'all. Yeah. Hey. That was goofy as fuck. I don't know why I did that, but
this is our first time having a guest, guys.
Yeah, our very first guest.
It is special.
This is very special episode. Aside from Juneteenth, we have a very cool special guest, very talented improviser, comedian, my improv big sister. Please give it up for Tam White, y'all. Tam White, clap it up.
Hey, what's up, Tam? Hey,
what's the deal?
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Tam, what up, though? How you feeling? It was good.
What the dilly? I'm good. I'm enjoying the show so far. You guys are doing great. Thanks for having me as your first guest.
Thank you.
You going down in Mask Off history tonight.
On Juneteenth.
Right.
Hell yeah. So Tam, for people out there who don't really know, you know what I'm saying? Let's give us some background. How long you been doing comedy for?
All right. I'm Tam White, born and raised in Detroit, and currently still live in Detroit. I am currently a main stage cast member at Gold Comedy Improv Theater. I've been doing improv for a couple of years at Second City, like maybe 2007, 8, 9. And then for like about 5 years, I didn't do anything. And then I picked things back up at Gold Comedy, doing more improv, 2014 till now. And about 4 years ago, 2016, I started dipping my feet into the stand-up pool. So I've been doing stand-up regularly since then. So like 4 years stand-up.
Okay,
Nice.
word.
Wow.
Yeah. What made you start doing in comedy?
Start doing improv or stand-up?
Or either or, whatever. Comedy in general.
Well, comedy in general, yeah. So back in the day, like when Second City was in Hockeytown, a good friend of mine, Deanna Griffin, she was a cast member with Keegan Michael Key and all those great cats. And Antoine McKay, all of them. And I would just go watch her do sketches and improv every weekend. And I was like, I can do that. And she was like, just take classes. And then I started taking comedy sketch classes there. And Peter J. Coates was my very first teacher ever. And that's so like, it just kicked off from there. And then once I graduated that, I started improv classes at the Second City Novi. And then I graduated from that. So that's how it started. Just going to watch people thinking I can do that, and then it just picked up from there. Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Great story.
So, as you all as you know, Tam, like we all know, the pandemic and life in the quarantine, that's affected performing for everybody very drastically. You know what I'm saying? How are you dealing with that right now?
I'm okay. I'm not fiending like a lot of comics I know. I think I miss improv more than I miss stand-up. I did 2 virtual stand-up shows like a month and a half ago. It was cool. I won't do any more stand-up virtually. It's not my thing. I'd rather do that on stage. But I did one on Zoom where we actually had an audience where we could see like all 45 people. It was a Seattle-based show. And you can watch them, you can see their faces, you can hear them laugh. That felt like an audience. That was pretty cool. And then I did one that was like Facebook Live, And that one, I think I had like 100 and something people watching me at that time, but I couldn't see any of them. So the only way I knew that I was doing well is if I saw a lot of, laughing faces and hearts go up, or like see people commenting constantly. You can't, but that's the only way you knew. So it was weird. I'm used to having people right there in front of my face. So after doing both of those shows, I was like, this is not for me, not for stand up. So I'm just going to wait till everything opens it back up for stand up.
Have you stayed at home, Tab? That is, have you stayed at home?
Yeah, I only go to Kroger. And I go once a week. I go bike riding down off the Riverwalk with 2 other comedians, T-Barb and Heather Kyles. And
shout out to them.
Yeah,
shout out to T-Barb.
They're really dope. We socially distance ourselves with that. We 6 feet apart, riding our bike, getting some fresh air. That's really cool. And we may do the social distance kickboxing down at Easter Market next week too. It's like all spread out under one of the sheds. Yeah, that's pretty safe.
So it's kind of like shadow kickboxing a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's Jab's Gym that sits right above the Beyond Juicery place in Eastern Market. And so normally when the world is normal, it's dope because they have all the bags hanging, and then you just bring your own gloves, or you can rent their gloves. So like it's completely dark in the room, and there's a black light. So like your gloves and your shoes are lit up, and the whole time they're playing like booty music, like new dance show stuff. And like 2 live crew, and it's so fun. But because of the social distancing stuff, they're going to do it outdoors, and there's no gloves, there's no bags. You're just going to be really just punching the air with your fist. So that's how it's going right now.
You said that new dance show, like, oh my God,
all the stuff from new dance show.
Yeah. And I'm looking at.
You're too young to know.
And then I'm looking at Tony.
I know about it.
I'm clueless.
The look on Tony's face when you said new dance show, it was fucking.
I'm thinking there was a. I'm thinking I didn't know that was a title. I'm thinking it's a new dance show. I'm like,
It was when it the scene first, or the scene came after news. Yeah, it was the scene first, and then
dance show. Yep. Just Malachi, just picture like Soul Train extra turned up. Just picture that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really turned up too.
They put this on TV?
Yeah, it was on. It was filmed in the studio on Jefferson, and it was on Channel 62.
Wow.
Yep.
Wait, live in Detroit?
There you go. See, Tony knows the dance.
Live in the D. I gotta check that out.
Yep.
Yeah. Bro, that's a throwback. That's throwback right there. They got them on YouTube. You can just YouTube them.
And they have reunions now and everything. They have reunion parties and everything. You can go if you want and see all the originals. There's still
the one lady that used to do all those kicks and stuff. She was a whole teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, she's a singer now in a band. They perform a lot in the casinos around here.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, Tam, a lot of, as you know, a lot of, we're going through a lot of socially conscious shit nowadays. Like protests, all that stuff. It's just crazy right now. How are you feeling right now? Just about the protests, and then just the whole world just like really coming together, and like really like like the whole world chanting Black Lives Matter. Like how do you feel about that?
I feel like
say it. This is mask off.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I appreciate what's happening, but I keep asking myself, why now? I mean, no one's neck was stood on for 9 minutes before, but still, like, you know what I mean? We've seen videos, and it was still. I've seen videos that were bad enough to make these people hit the streets like they are now. So I'm just wondering, like, why now?
I feel the same way. Every day I'd be like, what is so crazy that we got all these races uniting now? Mm-hmm. And I'd be thinking, like, is it because it's election season? Is that it? I'm not sure. I don't know why.
I never thought about that. That could be a factor. Election, that could be a big factor.
It's the quarantine.
This whole thing was planned for show.
Oh, you know what? Daniel just said it too. He said it's the quarantine. I think a lot of people were extra fed up. It was all that buildup of being in your house, your lifestyle changing. Some folks ain't getting money. Some folks are missing their friends. Some people, you know, people. Yeah, you're right, Daniel. That definitely has something to do with it. People, I think a lot of these kids out in this protest, I think a lot of them, like they had a lot pent up, all kinds of energy in them, and that's probably the pin that bust the balloon. Really, that might have something to do with it too.
Yeah,
everybody hit the streets. I've never seen so many non-Black people protest like this or something like this. I just haven't. I just haven't.
Like
I've
this.
never
It's
seen that.
crazy.
I've never seen that either. It's really crazy to really see, you know, and it makes you like question like a lot of people motivations. Like, what are you really out here for? You know, and it's like I'm not doubting their sincerity about a lot of things, but it's like it makes you really start thinking like, what's going on? Like,
yeah, on that song, it's like this weird thing where it's like I'm glad, but I don't really trust you right now.
Yeah,
this has been like this has been big years. So it's like the fact that you're doing this now is like, what's up with this? But I mean, it's fine. If it's like if it's completely sincere, then it's like fine. But it's like you can't expect me to trust you like right off the bat like that. You know?
Well, I like that you brought that up because I even posted it on a story. I think an Instagram story of mine a couple weeks ago, and I had like a weird, like a shady, you know, that face, like that shady face.
Yeah,
I was like, this is the face I'm getting those white comics who never acknowledged me backstage, but now they're all Black Lives Matter all over their page. You know, I've done different comedy clubs, things like that, where like I know it's because I'm Black. Like you have an issue with me. But now it's like, where did this guy come from? You know? So, but you know what, Daniel, I'll take it. That's just more numbers.
Yeah.
That's more numbers. And that's probably, unfortunately, sometimes that's what it takes to get these cops arrested or charged, you know? So, because if they didn't burn down Minnesota the way they did, they probably wouldn't get those cops the way they did. Or would have taken longer. Look how long it's taken them for the Breonna Taylor cops. So,
yeah, and that's another thing too. We'll be talking about next year. We'll be talking about the same stuff. You know what I mean? So if, like you said, if it evokes some form of change, let's get it. Let's get all we can get. And while we at it, I'm gonna keep saying it. Give me my damn reparations too. Not in the form of a stimulus package, but I want my reparations too.
At this point,
40 acres and a fucking mule. 40 acres, fucking mule.
Fuck that mule. Give me the 40 acres and a fucking Durango.
I want my mule, Tony. I want my mule. Don't say fuck my mule. I want my mule, and I can empathize with people if I want to.
Give my fucking Durango.
Do they still make Durangos?
Just do that out there. I don't even know.
But
Durango.
But Tam, on a lighter note, you got anything coming up? Anything special coming up?
Yes. Okay,
Jake, you're a part of it.
I know, man. Like,
that's a super plug.
Let the man host. All right.
Let me host, man.
Let's Jake play his role. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not doing any stand-up virtually because I don't like it. So I'm going to wait till the world opens up for that. There you go. That's my flyer. So we will announce the date. We will announce the date when we have it, but it will be in July, and it's going to be basically like in the form of Zoom, StreamYard, like how you guys are lined up, how we're all lined up on here. It'll be like 2 teams. I'll be the team captain of one. Jake will be the team captain of the other. We'll also be hosts at the same time. It will be hip hop trivia. It'll be freestyle battles. It'll be improv games, line games, things that can easily be done on this type of platform. Because as you guys, I don't know if you know this, but like I'm a freak for short form. I'm not really a long form person. I'm intimidated by it. I'm actually not that good at it, but I love short form. I love it. So, and I miss it. And the improv studios, improv theaters, they're a lot smarter than these nightclubs and gyms out here. They are waiting to open. Which is the smart move. But because they're waiting to open, I'm hungry for some, one-liners and here and there. So I decided to do hip hop because when I first met Jake, before we both became co-cast members, the first night I met him, we talked about in the Go Comedy Lobby, we talked about hip hop music for like 90 minutes. So I knew immediately, oh, this is something we're bond. You know, that's how we bonded through music. And so that's something Jake and I always shared love for, hip hop and improv. So I was like, Jake, you have to do this with me. So we'll be doing that, you guys.
Hey,
she makes fun of me for about Nas all the fucking time.
All the time.
Good. We do too. We do
good.
too.
Well,
And,
no, you don't.
Tam,
Well, no, Tony. No, it's mainly Tony. I don't know what.
Tam,
go ahead.
What's your what's your top 5?
Top 5 hip hop?
Yep.
A Tribe Called Quest.
All right.
The Roots. Black Star.
This is a Tony's list.
Data and Lauryn Hill / Fugees.
My girl. All day we rock out, baby. We rock out, Tam, all day. Yes.
That's Tony's list.
That's crazy.
but see, here's the thing. Like that's an awesome list. But at the same time, I hate it because Tony loves it. Tony, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, dog. Because you hate on my list.
Sometimes I can't be shit.
Huh?
Sometimes I can't be shit.
Yeah.
You know
Let me tell you, if I ever had a card party with like my aunts and uncles over, Tony is hired. He needs to come and DJ because the old school samples that he plays. Oh my God. You guys don't know. Like,
all right.
Tony,
Let's not give Tony too much love.
Thank you.
From a music lover, you know, man.
Shut up, Daniel.
Thank you.
Man.
I appreciate our episode, man.
Tony is. Shut up, Daniel. Tony is a good DJ. He
Tony
is a
has
good
an
DJ.
old soul. I'm telling
He's
you,
a great
that's
DJ.
what I love the old soul.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
His girl is a dope DJ too.
Yes, she is. Shout out to DJ Touch. DJ Touch is in the building. She is the truth. She is the truth. Shout out to her. Yeah, what you do, Malachi?
Touch.
Shout out
she should
to
make
her.
that her intro.
Well, look, Tam, thank you for being on here, and we're gonna keep, you know what I'm saying? We want to keep you on and chill with us and talk shit.
Let's keep that black girl magic popping. Let's go.
Yay.
Let's go. Let's get it.
So we're gonna move on to the next segment, which is my segment. I'm about to rant or talk shit about Dave, the 8 minutes 46 second Dave Chappelle special. And you guys, any of y'all able to check that out?
It was dope.
I saw
it was dope.
I watched it.
And I really think that, man, everything he said was spot on, and I love the way he conveys his message. And this was supposed to be something funny, but this ain't a time where a lot of things are funny right now.
Exactly.
Even when he conveyed his message, it was funny because it was Dave Chappelle, but it was serious because it was David. You know what I mean? I don't even know if he go by David, but, you know what I'm saying? But it was serious because of that. And, you know, I really dug it, man. I really dug. I wish it could have been longer than what it was. It didn't seem like it was that long. It seemed like it was really short. And he was like, "I said what I had to say. I'm out."
Well, my thing about the go ahead, Malachi. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like Tone said, he hit us with a different angle, and it really got everybody to think. Because Dave Chappelle, when he talked, you're gonna listen. Period. So he used his platform very precisely, very beautifully. I really enjoyed it, and it showed his maturity of that stage that he has. You know what I'm saying? He was able to portray a message in a way that you could understand it and it still be comedic, even though he didn't mean it to be.
Yeah. One thing, well, I love this show. All those things Malachi said, and also Tony, is why I also love this special, because, you know, like Tony was saying, like it's not a time to necessarily be like super funny right now. You know what I'm saying? It's time to be real, and that's what Dave gave us. He gave us the real, and there were some phony, like there were some funny like natural moments, but a couple things stuck out to me. One was like that comparison of when he told the story of that cop that former cop who killed 2 officers, and then when all the cops like went to like arrest him, they it was like 50
Dorner.
cops showed up in the
Chris Dorner. Chris
Yeah,
Dorner.
Chris
You talking
Dorner.
about Chris Dorner?
Yeah, Chris Dorner. That comparison was dope because it was like because Dave is so good at that, like taking other examples and making it and comparing it to examples of the black of being black. You know what I'm saying? Like all those officers came for that guy 50 deep because he killed one of their own, and that's exactly what we're doing now because so many cops have killed us. You know what I'm saying? But we're getting criticized for it. And that's what I love about Dave. Another thing he brought up, which I've been talking a lot of shit about, well, not a lot, but like just last episode I mentioned was he called out Don Lemon for talking about what are the celebrities at, and Dave, in a very dope fashion as he always does, he pretty much said do we really give a fuck about what a celebrity thinks right now? Do you really want me to come and talk over the work that people in the streets is putting over right now? Like forget what a celebrity thinks. The streets is gonna talk for themselves. They don't need to hear from me, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? And then he also brought in the callback joke about Ja Rule. Like no one gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks right now. But like, you know what I'm saying? But like, and that's what people need to get off of. Like, you need to stop electing and expecting certain celebrities to speak out and be leaders or whatever, because you giving them too much power and energy and all the time. And it's like, you know, like the real power, like I said, like last episode or the one before that, I don't know which episode it was, but real power is in people. You know what I'm saying? Like all the things we're doing right now, protesting, coming together, you know what I'm saying? All the putting our money towards good causes, like all that stuff is like it's making a difference, and the world is like noticing. That's how much power we have. And like I see people like they coming for like certain rappers like Kendrick or Cole or whatever, and they up there talking about like well, they talk about this stuff all the time. Why are they silent now? But what are you talking about? Like they talk about this stuff in their music, and like they're talking about it like the whole time when it needs to be talking about, and then when shit hits the fan, everything crazy, and y'all want to like call them out for being silent. You know what I'm saying? But most of y'all motherfuckers who like called them out, y'all don't be listening to them anyway. There are tons of rappers that have a good message that people don't listen to, like Kendrick, Cole, Common, KRS. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of rappers that have big messages like that, and people call them boring and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a rapper like Lil Baby who puts out a record, like a conscious record. No disrespect to him, but he puts out a conscious record, and everybody's up on it. Oh, this shit is dope, and it's like come on, man. Like he did that in the moment. Like I just don't like that. Like I don't like how people were just putting too much into like celebrities or their favorite artists or whatever, because it's not about that. Like they're not in the trenches with us. They may have know how it feels to be in the trenches, but they're not in the trenches with us. We're in the trenches. Fuck what they think. How do you think? How do we think? How does a person with you in the trenches think? That's how I feel. But yeah, Tony, did you have something to say or what?
I just want to say I have no fucking clue who Lil Baby is.
Me neither.
And
Old school, hashtag old school.
yeah, and I don't want to know a little baby, big round baby, short baby, fat baby. I don't want to know no babies.
He put out
any grown man with a little and a baby attached to his name, I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
I still don't know who Young Jeezy is.
Okay, all right. Yeah, now we gotta go. We gotta go.
What the heck?
Greetings, good people. I am Dr. Mask. How you guys doing today? Happy Juneteenth to everyone out there. Hope you all are doing well.
Dr. Mask?
Dr. Mask, yes, sir. Dr. Mask, yes, sir. I studied at the Carenology School of Carenology. There you go. My statistics there. Read it and weep, people. So I came in to give a little of my knowledge here today, and I want to talk about Karens. Now, for you all that don't know, a Karen is someone of the Caucasian persuasion that just so happens to impede on the freedom or the how can I say, the liberty of African American people when they could be doing any simple task. Now, these Karens, you have seen them before. They go viral everywhere in their natural habitat, usually with a cell phone or something around. That's their favorite weapon, is that cell phone. Without cell phones, Karen might not be as strong as she is. Anyway, that's off topic. Now, I have a clip for you guys today. I love how he brought my statistics in here so beautifully, because I did study very, very nicely and very long for this degree here. But anyway, that's not the point. Enough about me. Let's get to our Karen of the day. Play that video for me, sir. Ah, yes. We have a beautiful black queen.
You see this lady standing here behind my car refusing to leave. I had to call the police to get her to. All this stuff going on out here, protesting and everything, and this is what this woman is doing, refusing to get from behind my car.
Let me pause it right there, sir. Let me pause it right there. Yep. So right here, you have a Karen. That is her name. I don't know this woman's name, but trust me, her name is Karen. Whatever acronyms her real name is, trust me, it spells out Karen. I can guarantee that. I studied. Anyways, now you have her in her natural habitat, in her stance of intruding on this woman's freedom. She is simply trying to leave this store, and she is blocking her from leaving the store, accusing her. I got a list here just so you guys know. Karen, know your rights, accuse everyone, request the manager, escalate to the authorities, and neglect reason. Now, as I paused the video so eloquently, or my producer did, thank you, she knows her rights. So she knows that this woman can't physically harm this woman, even though she is impeding. So she knows her rights. She knows she can't be physically assaulted. Accuse everyone. She is accusing this woman of stealing. And they'll accuse anyone, as everyone really should be black people. That's really what it meant. I'm sorry. I studied a little wrong last night. Anyway, accuse black people. I'm going to change that later on. Anyways, yes, accuse everyone of black people. Yes, that's what they do. Accusing them of stealing. Who said she was stealing? She did. No proof. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. No proof. I'm sorry. I get a little nervous. No proof. There we go.
Are you okay, Dr. Mass?
Okay. I'm good. I get a little riled up with these Karens. It really rock my nerves. Anyways, request a manager. Now, request a manager. She skipped this step. She escalated, boom, straight to the authorities. Now, this is a rare Karen case where they skip the management branch and go straight to the authorities. But that is what she did. She is currently on the phone with the authorities in that video right there. Boom. Then we got neglect reason. Maybe this. Oh, then she saw a nice car. Oh my God. All the reason that she made up is I was gonna cuss. I was just about to cuss, but I'm gonna keep my composure.
Hey,
Dr. Mask.
Hey, Dr. Mask, I got a question for you. So is there a particular stance that Karens go in? Do they come in all shapes and sizes, or
Yes.
do they, or what? Can you give me a little background on what I need to look out for when it comes to Karens?
Yes, excellent question. Yes, they do have a particular stance. Now that stance is usually in a, how can I say, a blocking matter. You see, she had the firm grip, one hand on the stroller to protect her child, which her child probably will grow up to be a Karen, and the other hand is on the cell phones. You arms folded, that's their favorite one as well. The arms fold shows the impatience of these black people that they don't like. Yeah, so there are particular stances, and they all come in shapes and sizes. But the one thing that will be true, there's about 35 and up in the Caucasian persuasion. Usually.
I got one more question. So I'm a little curious about the kid. Is she a part of the Karen situation, or this is against her will?
Yeah. How does that work? Does when your mom's one, does the kid become one too?
Oh yeah, great questions. Great questions. Yes, indeed, that is actually what happens. Now, this young child does not know at the time that she will be a Karen Jr., that she currently is a Karen. But unbeknownst to her, she will grow up as a Karen, and it's very sad to say. Very sad to say. But
and the science backs that up.
The science backs that up. I can have my statistics next week to prove that. Yes, indeed.
Tim,
Any other
do you
questions?
have any comments for Miss Dr. Mass, Tim?
Okay, so Karen, okay, I hear Karen a lot, but there are gentlemen that make these Karen moves too. How come? Is
Very
there
true.
a name for, the men
Yes.
Karens?
Yes.
Great
Now,
question.
that is an excellent question. Now, they're working on an exact species name currently, but the name that I have boiled down to in my Karenology is Todd. We'll go with Todd for now. But I'm
Okay.
getting back with the people from New York, and we're still trying to get a proper name for this exact species, because although they're not as strong as the female species, they are still prevalent.
Yes.
Yes. Great question.
Dr. Mass, I got a question. Unrelated to the Karen thing. Are you related to some motherfucking named Conspiracy Brother?
Conspiracy Brother. I'm sorry, sir. The name does not ring a bell. Did he study at the Karenology University that I studied at? Did he?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I don't know. You resemble that guy a lot, but whatever.
I'm just stumped over here, man. I didn't know it was like this was a whole thing with these Karens, man.
Wow. Yes. It's running rampant. It's running rampant. Now, now the manager, if you fast forward a little bit, the manager actually comes out and is actually quite confused himself about this particular incident. There's authorities there, and you see that the authorities are very in a relaxed state. They know it's no threat. She's out in the mask. She's confused. This cop is confused. He's totally relaxed. Look at the back leg relaxed position he's in.
Can a cop be a Karen too? Can there be a Karen cop?
Wow. By golly, you are smart. See, we have discovered that even new species that actually the cops cannot be Karens, but what will happen is that they will arrive to the scene and they will take the side of the Karen, making them a Karen accomplice.
Wow.
Accomplice. Nice.
Yeah. No. A Karen accomplice. We call them
Karen accomplice. A Karen accomplice.
Karen accomplice.
Yes. I know what Daniel was doing though. He was doing a pun. He said coppolus. Get it?
Coppolus. Yeah.
Coppolus.
I'm the one with the degree here, so leave the acronyms to me. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa, Dr. Mash, you ain't gotta get like that, man.
Don't Karen me, please.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I get a little carried away. I do apologize. It is Juneteenth. I get a little carried away. Go ahead with your acronyms.
No. Dr. Mash, thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Dr. Mash.
Stopping by.
Thank you so much.
Happy Juneteenth, everyone. I'll continue my studies as we speak.
Thank you, Dr. Mash. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Mash. Thank you.
Wow.
That was new.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually like that interruption. But
I didn't know it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was go ahead. Oh, yeah,
I was going to say
Tom.
I got some things from the chat, man. If you want to hear it, wow, man. I got Sean McGettigan. Shout out to Sean McGettigan. He said, "Is Tim drinking that rosé?"
No, it's the black women's rosé, pink Moscato.
Okay. I got Katie Jones saying, "Don't stop, get it." On
Yeah,
show.
Yeah, she knows.
You know what I'm saying? I got Ma Duke. Shout out to Ma Duke. She in the building tonight. She said that is a trip. Stopping this lady from leaving the parking lot. No, she didn't say that she was stealing. She was mad at the black lady for letting her son climb up to get an item for his mom.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I climb up all the time.
That's crazy.
Up is way at the top. Yeah.
Ma Dukes also said happy Juneteenth, everybody.
What up, Ma Dukes? Shout out to the Umi. Also, Tony Augusti, he also asked new Dan show, remember the vampire guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think his name was Moses. His name was Moses.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what they called him.
Yeah,
why do I know this stuff?
Shout out to Tony. Shout out to K Home. Shout out to everybody watching. We gonna move on. And to our next, Malachi, what's up, bro? What's up, brother?
What's up,
bro?
I had to use the bathroom real quick. My bad.
Oh,
All right, you're so unprofessional, man.
I'm sorry.
Man.
You just do this in the middle of the show, bro.
We're in the middle of
I'm
the
doing the best
show.
I can.
Was it number one or number two?
We don't need to know that live.
Was it number one or number two? No, because it kind of matters. It kind of does matter. Like,
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. All right.
I appreciate that. Youngin.
All right.
Your business to yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we all don't shit and piss. All right, whatever. Lames. Anyway, let's move on.
At the same time, it's a number 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what I got to deal with, Tab?
Yeah.
Do you see?
Hey, shut up, Daniel. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to our next segment, which is quick hits. The quick hits. We're gonna go through some topics and we're gonna talk shit about it. Dan, please hit us with the first one, baby. I don't know why I said baby. That sounded weird.
Yep. So go ahead, Jake.
No, you go ahead. Dan, you got.
Yeah, so this first clip is just showing this black 10-year-old kid who gets scared when like the cop drives by there. So like he hides behind his car until the cop drives by.
Damn.
And it just goes to show you just that constant trauma that happens like from childhood.
Yeah. This made me think about how with everything going on, we as black people in a position where we telling our kids about everything, and we still in a mode where in order to protect you, I got to keep you safe mode. You know what I'm saying? So this what reminds me of the conversations that you had in the community with your kids. Hey, look, man, I need you to come home. And this is one of them early conversations, but now it seems like everything is on a whole nother level now.
Yeah.
Malachi.
Yeah, so it's funny because the first time I watched this, I had to watch it like 3 times because I had to try to see what they was pointing out because it was like kind of normal to me. So that was crazy. I was like,
that's the weird thing. It is very normal.
Yes,
very
like
normal.
I was like, what are y'all looking at? I was like, oh wow, yeah, I guess that is a thing. So the fact that it wasn't a thing for me it makes it a major thing. So it's a problem.
That's a great point. That's
an excellent point.
Tam, have anything?
Well, I don't have any kids, so I can't really relate in that way. And I didn't know about when I was a kid. I didn't know anything about police brutality and stuff like that. But as an adult who's a black woman, similar to that kid hiding behind it reminds me of when I'm driving, how I feel when a cop is behind me or in front of me. You know, we're not going to pass them, even though we will be doing the speed limit. We're not going to pass them. And how, like, when a cop pulled me over in Ferndale, it was after the Philando Castile case, and I was just so scared. And I remembered everything he asked me to do. I said, I can do it in French. I can do it in English and French. And like, I was trying to go over and above to show him that I am so not drunk that I can even do all of this in another language. Like, and because I was that scared. So to me, that's, as an adult, that's similar to that kid, taking his ball that he's playing with and hiding for a little bit because he just wanted to make it through. That's how I look at it.
I think that as far as cops, like I'm thinking, I'm to the point now where it's just like, like they either gonna fuck with me or not fuck with me to this point. Like it can't even be like scared. Like I remember as a kid being scared and being scared and whatever. But like I remember one time I was on 96. I was driving on 96 and this cop was driving just like probably like 30 miles per hour on 96. This cop car. And I'm doing like the speed limit and I zoom past it. And then the motherfucker just speeds right up behind me and then pulls me and my homie over. And then and then he just proceeds to like search the car and whatever and say like whatever. And it's like, and I asked like, why are you searching us? What's going on? He's like, well, you sped past us. I'm thinking like you were doing below the speed limit. Like I told him that like, you're doing below the fucking speed limit. Like, come on, man. And it's like, you can't speed past cars. So I'm like, all right, man, like whatever. So it's just like they gonna fuck with you no matter what. Can't win. I don't know. That's my mentality with it. If a cop come at me, I'm either gonna enjoy the rest of my day or might get a bullet in my ass. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. That's how I feel about the situation, if that makes sense. I don't know. But like Dan got another clip for us, my man. Dude.
All right, next one. Taking it to basketball.
Oh shit.
Shows up. So they're trying to restart the league again to finish out the season, but then there's a few guys who are talking about maybe we should stop and really just use this time to protest and not play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take this one first. I'm a huge NBA fan, first of all. So as an NBA fan, I wanted the NBA to start back, but I do see what they're saying, the reverse side of it. But at the same time, the NBA is mostly black. You know what I'm saying? And if they sit out this season, the players will collectively miss out on over $1 billion, over $1 billion with a B. As a collective, like all the players, because they won't get paid if they do sit out. So that's $1 billion that's being put in some African Americans' hands. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the whatever media members that will be working and all that. It still will create jobs. And my thing with Kyrie, Kyrie is the vice president of the Players Association. They already had a vote to open the NBA back up. He voted yes. Then when he found out that he couldn't join the bubble in Orlando that they were doing because he's hurt, that's when there was these other rumblings about, well, maybe we shouldn't play. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it could be about police brutality, but that police brutality was happening the time that you voted yes already. So you got to stick to your guns. And then if we sit out, what are we going to really do? We're not just sitting out is not going to fix the whole problem. So you got to have a strategic plan if you're going to do something like that.
Hey, well said, man. Well said. We can go to the next one because that's both sides there. I mean, yeah. So they have a point. I don't know if I want to hear from Kyrie, who's hurt and who's not going to play at all. but the point is there. But then it's like, what do you want to do once you once you do decide to sit out? That's great.
They need to use the platform that they're given to play basketball and talk about it.
Great
Kyrie also thinks the world is flat, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's that too. I don't know if I want to hear this from Kyrie.
He's not the best leader. Like, come on.
We move to the next one.
Great basketball player, though.
Yeah.
You remind me of myself a lot. I just want to point that out. Thank you.
Kyrie?
Kyrie does?
Yeah, Kyrie. He reminds me of myself a lot, basketball wise. So I just wanted to point that out. You know, talk amongst yourself, but we can go to the next clip.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Jared. Akon has a huge grant to build a new city in Senegal. I think once I looked this site up, I think it's like a deal with like just multiple people and like a cryptocurrency too. So he's done a lot of this stuff throughout the years too. Like he just lit up a country or like multiple countries there too. So this is like his thing, which is
you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I just remember him going convict music, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to say, man, as far as Akon as an artist, he sucks. But everything he stands for, as far as what he's doing, I'm totally with. I saw not too long ago. I guess it was the president of Ghana. She was issuing out a statement saying, I welcome Black Americans come back home to Ghana. You know what I mean? And if Akon wants to have me at Senegal, I'm going to Senegal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the problem is. You know what I mean? And I'm totally with it. I'm going to Senegal. If y'all with me,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling up for sure. I'm pulling up hands down. Like, I might just move to that boy. Like,
looks like he left already.
Yeah.
He out. He meant right now.
Oh,
he
man.
meant right now.
He beamed there now. He already beamed there. Tam, what you think?
I'm back
I agree with you
from
guys.
Senegal.
I like it, and I think he looks like Terry Crews in that photo too.
Oh wow.
Let's not bring up Terry.
Yeah,
No,
let's not
don't bring Terry Crews.
That's
No one on this show is a fan of Terry Crews.
What's that shitty movie he did? John Henry? What the fuck it is?
Yes, John Henry.
Oh man. Oh god.
Shout out to Akon for reinventing himself and using the money and the platform that he did have to get it even bigger and platform and even more money. That's salute. I love that.
And Tone, it doesn't surprise me that you think Akon sucks.
Lonely is a great song. And Soul Survivor by Young Jeezy, Tam.
Ooh.
Soul Survivor. Actually, Lonely is kind of trash. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
You gotta hear it again.
You gonna hate on me for Nas, but then like Lonely. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway.
We'll talk about it. One of these weeks. All right, our next week. Father's Day is this Sunday. Thoughts on so
well,
Tony,
I'm going to say it, man. I am a proud father, and nothing can take that away. I love my babies, man. You know what I'm saying? I think with Mother's Day and several other days that acknowledge all the beautiful women out there who do beautiful things. Father's Day, we really don't get them a lot of effort to shine, but this day. So I want to commend all the brothers out there who are fathers, that's really dads and fathers, because this mofo in front of me, it was the worst. And I still cry watching this, and I'm a big salty too. You know what I mean? I'm a big salty when it comes to watch. Yeah, I'm a big salty when it comes to my babies. Just found out I got 2 7th graders in my house. They graduated from the 6th to the 7th. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I got kids doing big things over here. I got a senior, I got a 10th grader. So they doing things over here. You know what I mean? So wow, I'm excited. Tom. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited.
Happy Father's Day, Big Tom.
I lost count, Tom. I thought you had one, man. I'm shocked.
Nah, man. No, I got more than one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, man.
My baby's doing big things, man. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. Tam, was you a Fresh Prince fan? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan?
I was. I remember that scene with the dad, but I feel like the worst dad was the dad in the movie Meet the Browns, who only came around once his son got the basketball contract.
Oh, wow.
That was the worst dad.
Trying to think of who's a worse dad. I'm trying to think.
Man.
I'm trying to think too. Like,
it was some terrible movie fathers out there too.
James Evans, he wasn't no good damn dad to me either, bro. James Evans, he wasn't no good dad. You know what I'm saying?
He was all right to me.
He was an absentee father. He
was making the bread.
He died. That's why he was absent.
He was making the bread, and I like a father, and he whipped them kids like you're supposed to do. So he was a good dad.
He was a better parent than Penny's mama.
All right. For we're talking about good times, right?
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Come on, Dan. Damn, get up on it, man. This is your homework. Good times, new Dan show. That's your
homework. And my homework is the baby and Young Jeezy.
There you go. We're getting our homework on Mask Off, man.
Actually, just Young Jeezy. Don't worry about any babies. Just Young Jeezy.
Lil Baby has a beautiful song. All right, next one. So the protests last week moved out into the suburbs, and apparently they went out too far because this poor guy kind of got trapped by a bunch of Klansmen. It's out my mind, and cops. So
right,
he pretty much just stood here while they talk shit about him, and then at one point inside this clip, like somebody sneaks up behind him and punches him. And the cop like, wow. Oh, it did, and it's like why while the cop's there, and it's just yeah,
socked him right in the back of the ear.
Yeah, man, we got a long way to go. Long way to go.
You know what this shows me? This shows me that it's a lot of white cops, white supremacist cops, posing as cops that support the movement that they have going on. So when you see a lot of these situations, and I'm not being biased because I'm black, but it's normally a white cop in doing this to black people. It ain't no black cop doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's always non-black cops that's doing this, whether it's Korean, whether it's Mexican, whether it's Puerto Rican, whether it's white. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, man. Like they have the ability to code switch to go with the so-called dominant race, which is the white race. Black people cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? I remember, look at he popped the shit out of him. I remember that black man. It was a black cop who killed a white guy. They went and got his ass, and they had his ass locked up less than 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't give those same type of practices and justices that they give white cops. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look how long they sugarfooting. I'm sorry. Look how they sugarfooting on everybody when he talked about Brianna, Aubrey, Rashard. They sugarfoot. Well, Rashard they kind of sped up because of Atlanta damn near black, but they still sugarfooting to bringing them to court. You know what I mean? Some of them ain't even fucking left their house. They just charged them. They just fired them. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. More thoughts?
I just salute to him, man, for fighting with us, man. Fighting hard too. You know what I'm saying? He in the trenches with it. That might not have been the smartest place to go to protest, but
no, but that's the real fight. Like we need that guy doing that fight because those folks will not hear from us at all. So it's like it has to be him. And hey, man, I'm glad he did it.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out, homie. You invited to the barbecue, my brother.
All right.
What I like about him is he ain't sugarfooting with them. He stood his ground, man, and he pretty much let them know, hey, look, man, I'm supporting these people over here. Even though he took a bop upside the head, that bop mean a lot, man. Shout out to you, like you said, Malachi. I give him some potato salad at the fucking cookout, man. I don't know about my ribs and my hamburgers though. That's a whole other thing.
He needs to work for the protein.
He took a bop for us, man. If that ain't the mac and cheese, I don't know what it is.
Come on,
that's potato salad, baby. He gotta get pepper sprayed at least.
he gotta lose an eye from a rubber bullet to get a burger. You gotta do that.
It takes that much for a hard bargain,
man.
That's a lot.
I don't know.
Right there.
I was going along with the bit, man. Look, man. All right, let's just move on.
All right, the next one. It looks like New York is trying to sign some police reforms here, where they're going to ban chokeholds and some more stuff here. Most of the stuff is just because of the protesting from the death of George Floyd. My thoughts is that a guy died the exact same way in New York years ago. I'm talking about and like, so you should have changed that then, and I think they did. So this is just them just trying to reconfirm the stuff that they so-called banned. But just because it's banned does not mean the cops are not going to use it. So
exactly.
I just think it's just a popularity thing they doing. Like, hey, look what we doing. Look what we doing. Hey, we doing this over here. Hey, y'all talking about Black Lives Matter. This is what we doing to change that. You know what I mean? Like, I still got my third eye open to the election season. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really trying to find out, or just being observant to how the Democrats are playing. I don't really give a fuck about Democrats or Republicans, period. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they all fold under the same umbrella. You know what I mean? But I'm just figuring out what's shaking. Like, one thing I did notice is Joe Biden's speech, which was a hell of a speech, though, he gave about Trump. You know what I mean? And I don't know, with this stuff that they doing now, where they pass the stuff, and I'm still skeptical. Like Tam said earlier, why now? Why are you doing it now?
Yeah. I think just like you know, actions speak louder than words. They banning shit, but like Dan was saying, they still gonna do what the fuck they want. Like, they need to do is they just need to reform the whole fucking thing and retrain these motherfuckers. Because like was saying last week, a lot of policemen is still based on like the Jim Crow laws and the slave catcher shit from way back in the day. Like they based the police departments, like the structure of that based on that shit. So it's still just a whole fucking just like racist institution. I think they got a lot more work to do than that. It's just not just chokeholds. It's not just chokeholds killing them. It ain't just it's more than just chokeholds and knees on neck that's killing us. There's a whole lot of shit. But yeah, that's what I think.
There's a whole lot. All right, let's keep.
Hold on. I want to say this last thing before we go. When you just said they need to retrain them, ain't no fucking retraining. I just think black police should work in black communities. And I'm gonna say it again: black teachers should teach black kids. And I'm gonna say it last: black. Y'all forgot the last part I said. Forget it, then. You know, all I know is black. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is we should be able to police ourselves, and we need people that look like us to do those things. And that's the bottom line. You know what I mean? A lot of, like I just alluded to, it's a lot of white people that's doing this shit. You can't retrain somebody that's structured already to be fearful of you. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. They gotta go.
I think that's what the retraining and relearning and like all that stuff comes in. But I don't know.
Well, can I say something?
Yes,
definitely.
Okay, you can retrain a racist. It's not going to change their conduct. That's what he's saying.
Thank you.
But at the same time, that's not the answer where only black teachers in a black school, only white. That's because we work. I mean, it's 2020. So what I'm saying is they just need to maybe start with putting those dudes either firing, putting on probation, or putting them on desk duty. The guys who have a history of misconduct. When they looked at Derek Chauvin, who did the 8 minutes and 46 seconds on his neck, he had a history. Do you know what I mean? Every time you hear about these guys shooting someone really fast or, you know, going overboard, they always have a history of misconduct. Start there. That's what I think. You start weeding them out that way.
That's a good point.
I feel like it is a step in the right direction. You know, them doing that in New York. Yeah, it could be smoke screen, but they're doing something. That's what I like. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the last one. Well, all right. Yeah. This is the last one, but we're about to go into wrap it up too, because we need to wrap it up. Yeah. So, all right. So this is our friend Amanda Seals.
She say some suspect stuff too, bro. I can't necessarily call her my friend. You know what I mean? But you know, I got my third eye open. I like her points. I like her points on this. She definitely.
Should we even play the video now?
I didn't even play the clip
yet. Play the video. I recommend the video. It's a great video.
Let me press play.
A whole lot about the Holocaust, and I'm proud to know all that about the Holocaust. But guess what? I want people to know about our Holocaust and how we are still in the midst of one. And no, I'm not going to provide you with a reading list. No, I'm not going to sit down and have a salon style discussion about Black intellectualism and how, you know, Black oppression has taken place and discrimination and oppression. No, because I don't know how the fuck you didn't know about it until now. So really, I hope that you all take tomorrow to sit and get centered on how the fuck you didn't know. Why is this all new to you?
Yeah,
that's very powerful.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
It's kind of like what we said earlier, like with the marches and stuff. Now, like, why now? Why now? Where you been?
Yeah, like it shouldn't. Yeah, it shouldn't have taken. And I appreciate like people like it's a start. Like, you know, people want to learn more and know more, like white people and stuff. But it's just like come on, man, Like how do you not know this? You see this shit. Like, it's like, how do you not know? How do you not know that? You know, and that just goes to like so many people, even deeper than that. Like so many people, they like I see it, like white people that go take trips and get culture or whatever. There's a whole culture here that in their city that they're ignoring, that they're scared of, and that they're pretty much taught to be scared of. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's what I wanted to talk about with like the Juneteenth stuff, like Detroit, and then like the south side of the Chi, and then like Harlem, and like cities like that had like there's a rich Black culture there that you can learn from. Like the Charles H. Wright, it was before they built the DC one, was like the largest Black history museum inside the States. So it's like you could go there and learn this stuff and be like really be involved inside this stuff right here in Detroit. And like that goes to like why people are so mad about like people like white folks gentrifying it and all that stuff too, because it's like, yes, we want stuff rebuilt, but it's the fact that you come in and like you don't even see this culture and like you just try to like wipe it out completely, and it's like that is why like gentrifying these spots is not good.
Yeah, and name is something else. This is the Dan Gilbert estate of beautification. No.
Yeah. So they tried to turn like Harlem into Soha, I think, like South Harlem or something. And once I read that, I was like, okay, this is out of control, man.
But you know, we normally, as Black people, we rock with where the money at anyway, man. That's the unfortunate thing. Instead of us taking a stand, say, fuck this shit, man. We ain't rocking with that. We rock with it because number one, it was already dilapidated before they even came there. And they figure they putting it and they making it some kind of way. So they got rights to call it whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, man. Like
that's a whole cover.
We don't even take I get pissed with us because we don't take a legitimate stance on shit. And we let niggas fuck up shit for us to where we gotta ask other people for things. And it just hardens.
We were so close.
Sorry,
I know.
Sorry, I fucked up things. I'm sorry, I fucked up things.
All right. So for the last clip, I wanted to play this. This guy goes off on this reporter. Check it out.
The problem exists because white people think they're better than Black people, and they want to oppress us, and they want us to allow ourselves to be oppressed.
This is I agree with you perfectly. This is the basic problem.
Then what do you
that white people think they're better than others?
I can't solve the problem. You guys pull the strings that close schools. You guys draw the boundaries that keep our kids restricted to the ghetto. You guys write up the restrictive covenants that keep us out of houses. So it's up to you to talk to your brothers and your sisters and persuade them that they have a responsibility. We've assumed ours for over 400 years, and we're tired of this kind of stuff now. We're not going to suffer patiently anymore. No more turning the other cheek. No more blessing our enemies. No more praying for those who despitefully use us. We're going to show you that we've learned the lessons you've taught us. We've studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama. And I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and old Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated. Well, so you can have him. And here's what I'll say.
And he keeps going while giving the crispiest fade to that kid. That like,
that headline, the Dick Buckus hair.
Dick Buckus hairline.
Wow. You know what's crazy about that? The crazy about that is we still having the same conversation in 2020.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exact same.
He had the flow. Like it made me think of the Malcolm X movie. Like what year was that? That guy, I was just sitting.
Oh,
watching.
66.
1966.
Yeah.
Wow. That was the year after he got assassinated, right? Malcolm X. That was the year after Malcolm X got assassinated, right?
Yeah.
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 That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, well said. Well said. He articulated it so well.
Yeah,
The guy couldn't. He had nothing to say. He like, man, you got a point.
Right. He was like,
dang,
you right. We ain't shit. You right. You right.
You're like halfway through, like the kid was staring at him like, damn, man.
The kid was like, you go, daddy. You tell him.
Yeah,
he got that. You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up.
Right.
You look like
he kept going.
you like he going in on you, and my face still crispy.
Right.
It's like he was like going in and like, but he was so respectful. His tone though was still, you know what I mean?
Calm.
He wasn't coming at him like, yo. It was just, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me ask a question too. Let me ask a question, and it's crazy you mentioned that when people say tone. Why is it always got to be? We got to talk a certain kind of way to get the message across. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta not cuss at you. I gotta speak proper English. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
For you to understand my message. You know why the hell I'm mad. You know exactly why I'm mad. Whether I cuss at your ass or I talk real soft and quietly, you know what I'm saying? Real eloquently. You know exactly what I'm saying. I don't necessarily understand that part. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, it's like, it's just like that Tone, that one video you sent us about after that lady called the cops on the bird watcher and shit. And that video that guy made talking about like, yeah, why don't you like I like all the things you like. Why don't you get to know me before you call the police? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. How about you just not call the fucking police? How about you just do that? Why we guys get to know me? Like if I'm not fucking with you, don't fuck with me. That's that simple. Like now we gotta be all like, oh, I like to sing karaoke like you white folks do. I'm just get to know me. Like
that's the tone we need to use in order to speak it. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
leave me the fuck alone. I ain't doing shit to you. Get your motherfucking dog. You try to murder your dog in front of me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here.
And keep your fucking dog on a leash. Keep your fucking dog on a leash.
Scared if he talked the way you guys are talking. They're already intimidating and scared. He's a black.
Why?
I'm not. Well, because that's just what they're taught, to be scared, to be intimidated, that's just what they think. Like a lot of times people look at me and they're like the angry black woman. They expect that if I need to see the manager, that I'm gonna do this with my hands. And I don't do that. But I don't do it. But that's what's expected, so that they can say, oh, she's just too aggressive. No, she's angry. No, that's what they expect.
Yeah.
I think that's manipulation, though. I think that's strong manipulation.
Yeah, but I understand, yeah, that's that. And our parents taught us like we gotta play the game and that, not act all that shit. So white people don't think we're all aggressive and shit. But at the same time, it's like we shouldn't have to fucking do that. We shouldn't have to do that. We should be able to like get mad if you piss me off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm like all soft spoken and shit for y'all. Fuck being comfortable. Fuck you being comfortable, white people being comfortable, fuck your white guilt, fuck all that shit. We tired of that bullshit. Keep your fucking dog on the leash. Newsflash, white people, not all black people fuck with dogs like that. Not everyone fucks with dogs like that. If your dog run up on me, I'm gonna kick that nigga. That's what I'm fucking do. Hey, go ahead, Tom.
Jake, I just want to say to you, everything you said was perfectly fine. But your tone of voice, you speak at a level where you can speak clearly, and everyone can be okay. I'm not yelling. You're not yelling. We don't have to yell. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Tim. What's your question?
How do we get here?
Wait, you talking about with the tone stuff?
Yeah.
We get here.
Yeah, this is kind of
that guy in the barbershop. I would say
we kind of hit on a deep complex topic that's going to take a whole show to talk about, because I got my own thoughts on it too. Yeah. But we have to end the show. Yeah. The last point I do want to make is, Tony, your name on this show right now is Big Tone. So just keep that in mind.
That doesn't mean anything.
Big Tone. Big Tone.
That means you care about tone.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. So yes, that
I
is.
see what you did there, Daniel.
That was good. I care about tone in a big way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It took me a minute, but I got it. I'm here.
Yeah, and the accomplice thing you said too. Clever, Dane. Clever.
I've been on the road today. What can I say?
Yeah. Dane on the roll, and that's the end of our show. It's been a great show. I want to thank you, thank Tam. Thank you very much for being being our first guest on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? We'd love to have you back on again. And that's Mask Off, episode 9. Freedom ain't free.
Freedom ain't always free, baby.
It ain't. And